For super cheap FIFA points to open up packs and get the highest rated players, go to CD Keys. They have iOS and Android top-ups cheaper than retail with instant delivery. The links are in the description. Go check them out. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to another episode of the FIFA Mobile Road to Glory. Today we buy players. We buy 2 players. I would like to buy more, but we have selling problems, which I'll get to in the live portion of the video. Hello. So we are going to kick things off with a warm-up event. It is a crossbar challenge. It is easy peasy lemon squeezy. As you can see, I am still on the 4-3-2-1 formation because I've got the RB taking my free kicks. He doesn't know how to take free kicks. I really wish he wouldn't bother trying, but there we are. We're going to go into the drills now. I'm not going to show you the... Again, he's taking my little chip shots. I don't want him to. He failed one because he's useless. We need to improve the left forward, right forward situation today. Read the comment section earlier and someone was saying, I don't even get counted. I don't understand why you need to change or improve players in different positions because I don't get counted. Well, I do. And I'll show you in this episode that I get counted. In fact, I got scored on today. It was the weirdest thing. I've played a lot of attack mode. I've done a lot of league games since they brought this counter system in. And I hadn't conceded too many. I conceded 1 or 2 in the live stream. And I hadn't conceded any other goals. The one that I'm going to show you at the toward the end of the video, I didn't have time to react. It literally started, bang, goal. So I really do need to get some, not bad defenders or anything like that, but I need to, well, although I am looking into that, of course, but I am trying to get some better attackers, because if I have to use a different formation, I'm screwed going forward. We've got Alcatraz there, not the prison, the right back. That ends today. That boosted stats on those champions players. So I'm going to try and shift him. I haven't actually sold him yet. I'm going to try and shift him on as quickly as I can before they stop giving out the boost. We got to use the 79 rated Steven Gerrard, which is someone that I'll probably never get to use again because I never... You know, all my midfield is much higher rated and better than Steven Gerrard was. I did that event loads, right? I say loads. I did it 4 times. Every single time I got a quick sell token. Not once did I get a veterans token. I gave up in the end. I was like, nah, I'm just going to move on. They released this Liga Santander, what is it, like match day thing? Bilbao against Celta Vigo. And you get a player from one of those clubs if you go on to beat Atletico Bilbao in this matchup. I actually let the CPU defend for me, which is what a lot of people always tell me to do, and they scored. So then I went full Rick mode and decided to batter them with something hard and sturdy. Look at this for a run from Valencia. Unbelievable run all the way up the wing, just sort of skirts past 2 or 3 players and then smash back of the net. 5-2. That is a nice way to end things. We're going to get a Bilbao Celta Vigo pack here. I was kind of hoping to pack someone like Aspas, but in the end I got Villalibre. Doesn't matter. I can't say his name, but it's irrelevant because we're not going to use him. If you are a member of my league, please go and take your turns because we are. This is going to be a tight one. If everyone takes their turns, it'll be a tight one. We are 8 turns behind and we are a fair few goals behind. So I'm going to try and do my best here to go up against this guy with 5 at the back, who's got a lot of elites. He's got Hector Bellerin. Quintero was an interesting choice of striker, but he seems to be doing well with it because I think he scored 20 plus goals. We've got Giovinco on the score sheet very early on. This is the, I don't think this is the game, but this is the guy that scores against me on the counter. James Milner eventually putting the ball in the back of the net. We get Pardo, who does his man there and then whips one round the goalkeeper. Into the second, oh no, we're not. We're going to score one more goal actually before we go on. That's Bender, the replacement centre-back that we have because Manolas is still on the transfer list. We're going to see or catch up on progression of that very, very shortly. This is the game that I actually get scored on. So Milner whips one round. Brilliant finish from him to make it 3-1. Then look at that. The ball played straight into Quintero and goal. I couldn't even switch my defender before the ball was in the back of the net. Like when I went on to the clip, that's when it started for me. It's not like I've cut a whole section out. That's it. It started, ball was played into the box as it started. I was like, right, okay, let me try and... Oh, it's a goal. Ridiculous. We scored 14 goals, which is one better than what I've been doing recently, but I still don't think that's good enough for me. I need to be scoring more. So with that in mind, we are now 17 goals behind with 4 turns left to take. So if you are a member of the league, please do me a huge favour and take your turns. Before we move on to the live portion, I just want to say that I forgot to say yesterday, I've got a reserve league going at the moment, which I know I will forget to take my turns in now and again. But I've got a series hopefully starting tomorrow on FIFA Mobile that is going to be on this channel. I would do it on my second channel, but I'll explain tomorrow why I'm doing it on this channel. So I will hopefully remember to take my turns because I'm doing a series, if that makes sense. So I'm going to appoint a mod in there as well. Don't ask to be mod because they'll just put you out of the running. The league is called the TVM Reserve League, or just TVM Reserve League. It's already got about 20 members, but it's got about 12 spaces. That league will feature in the brand new series. It's not going to be like as predominant as this one, but it will be in there. So just bear that in mind. Right, with that in mind, let's move on. As you can see, Manolas just simply isn't selling. I've relisted him 4 times, maybe even 5 times. I've lost count, and he is not selling. Marcus Alonso eventually sold for 82,000 coins, which means we can pick up 73,800 for him right now. Puts us just under 225k. I had a look at the comment section. I asked you guys if you could give me some advice. I need to buy a left forward and a right forward to go into my team for when I get countered. So if I show all, at the moment we're using Diaby at left forward and De Jong at right forward. It's not good enough. I need to improve the situation. So I'm going to go by your recommendation. I'm going to go into the market right now. And as you can see, I've been looking at left forwards. No one said Rossi to my knowledge. Someone said Volland. Someone said Gabbiadini, and because I'm on a strict budget, unfortunately, I'm looking at maybe 70 to 75,000 per player. That would take me up to, what would that take me up to? Like 150k. That would leave me with under 100k. But if I can sell Manolas eventually, I will then be able to finish off the Godin plan, and we'll be fine. I can sell another Alonso if I want to. So I'm basically going to go with this guy right here. Now, I'm not going to buy this one in particular, but I know Dos Santos is a good player. He was my main striker for a long time, and he performed very, very well. So if I could get that type of player in fact, he's one better than what my Dos Santos was. I was using the Inform, the 79 rated striker. There were more suggestions for Dos Santos than any other player. That's the only reason why I'm going for him. So before anybody starts crying, you never listen to us. That's actually what I am doing. I'm going with the majority here. So the cheapest on the market right now is 62,000 coins. That's a bit of a shame. Pretty much thought there was one there for 50 something. So 62,000 is about 10 to 13,000 coins under budget. So let's go for I was tempted to go look at contracts then. Of course they don't have contracts. Let's go for that guy. 62,000 coins in the club. Don't mind if I do. That's improved the left forward situation. Now the right forward situation is an interesting one. I looked at it and I thought, ooh, I like him. I might get him. But then I looked in the comment section and you guys tend to agree with me as well. Now, Robbie Keane is not who I'm going to buy. Bakambu was a suggestion a few people made. And even though he's got very good acceleration, sprint speed, his finishing's decent, shot power's good as well, I'm not going to go with Bakambu. David Villa's too slow. Eder. Quite a few suggestions for Eder in the comment section, but unfortunately he is not the one I'm going to go with. Jovetic is not the guy I'm going to go with. It is Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder's got some decent pace. In fact, I don't know. Am I going to go with Ben Yedder? 57 strength. A lot of people were suggesting Ben Yedder in the comment section, but now that I look at his stats, I'm not convinced. I'm looking at him. His acceleration and his sprint speed are okay. His finishing is decent. His ball control, dribbling, and short passing are good, but he has no strength. His shot power is particularly weak. He doesn't cost much. He's like 40-something thousand. But is there a reason why he's 40-something thousand? Diego Costa, good strength, good finish, very good finishing. Not massive sprint speed, but then James Milner doesn't have great sprint speed either. We could get Diego Costa. Menez, Jeremy Menez. There was a few shouts for Carlos Bacca in there. Shot power again, not massive. I'm not sure what to do here. Jonas? Nah, he's shit. I don't know what to do because we had a lot of suggestions for Bacca. We had a lot of suggestions for Bakambu. Morata, maybe a good shout. Good sprint speed, good strength. Shot power's a little bit weak. Well, not a little bit weak, really. I mean, it was okay. Okay, I'm going to take a break and just have a look at these in-game stats for a second. So having looked at pretty much every player's in-game stats that I can afford here, I mean, I could bump up the amount that I want to spend, but I don't really want to do that yet. I'm happy to stick with what I've got, improve Godin, and then look into it as far as upgrading is concerned. Bearing in mind that when we get that 99 right, which isn't that far away realistically, we can sell the 90 Cuadrado, and all of the money, which is like 300,000 coins, can then be poured back into the team in any position that I want. I'm going to probably have money left over as well from the Manolas deal, so when I bring Godin in, we'll see what we got left, and then we'll put it with Cuadrado's money, and then we'll just, yeah, we should be fine. But I've had a look at everyone's in-game stats, and believe it or not, the best player that I can get that for what I want is going to be Stefan Jovetic. Now, I don't actually, I mean, he's alright, but his sprint speed is terrible, acceleration's not great. Wait, so acceleration is terrible, his sprint speed is not great. That's what I meant to say. His strength is 75, but his ball control, fantastic. Dribbling, fantastic. Short passing's okay. Shot power is decent. Finishing is decent. But more importantly, his long shot accuracy is 82, which is by far better than any other player on that list. Every other player had like 68, 69 long shot accuracy. This guy is going to be taking shots outside the area a lot. He looks crazed. He looks like he wants to kill someone. But he is honestly the better option out of all of those. Now, I'm not necessarily happy about this, but he is the best option. There's one there for 45k. He's only been listed about 15 minutes ago. 45,000 coins isn't a massive amount of money to spend on a player either. It's an elite. We've still got above 100k there. I'm okay with that. A lot of people are going to be disappointed that I didn't go with their suggestions. I don't think one person in the comment section said, "Wait, build an 80 rate attack. We get ourselves a bronze trophy and 300 coins." I don't think one person said Stefan Jovetic, but unfortunately, that's what the stats say. Now, of course, Giovanni Dos Santos' long-range shots may not be that great, but I've used him before. I know what to expect. We have an 80 rated attack, an 81 rated defense, which will go back up once Godin comes in, and our midfield is looking a bit lackluster. The only thing with the midfield is, of course, I only use the 3 centre mids, and that is just true no matter what formation I pick. So I'm not too concerned about any other position within that thing, really. I don't care about the left mid, the right mid, the CDMs, the cams, anything. It doesn't matter to me one bit. Like I said, the defense will improve once we can get Godin back in. I might sell Marcus Alonso at some point, but for the time being, he'll stay there. Why not? So there we have it. I want to say thanks for everyone who got the suggestions in. I listened with Dos Santos. I had to go against my better judgment to get Jovetic. We'll have a look to see if he's any good, because he was the cheapest on the market by about 5k. So if it turns out that he's not that great and I don't like him, we'll sell him. We'll sell Alonso. We'll put a little bit more money in and we'll go for someone else. I think people were saying something like Daniel Sturridge. I don't know if Daniel Sturridge has a right forward card. I think people were they saying left forward or right forward? Let's have a look to see what Danny Sturridge actually has. I will get rid of the price tag and just have a look here. Right forward. No, he doesn't have a right forward card. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's just have a look at what's available. So, I mean, you know, Suarez, Lewandowski, I mean, they're not really realistically available. Karim Benzema for 100k would have been okay. Would have had great finishing, great shot power, passing, etc. There was an 85 rated Lewandowski there. There was a Muller. Aguero's too expensive. You know, there's a fair few options in there. I think maybe people were saying Sturridge for left forward then. I'm not sure, unless I spelt Sturridge wrong, embarrassingly. Jamie Vardy for 91,000. Oh, I'll tell you what, that would have been a better buy, wouldn't it? 94 sprint speed. And then again, would it have been? Because his short passing is dreadful. And his long shots probably aren't that great either. Morata would have been a good one, actually, 83. I was looking at his normal card, and his normal card had 68 long distance shooting. So maybe the 83 has better. We'll stick with Jovetic for the time being and see what happens. Oh, we could have gone with Ibra. Ooh, that would have been good. That would have been really good. We'll stick with it. We'll see what happens. If I don't like him, I'll sell him, sell Alonso, and then we'll go after someone like maybe Ibra or Benzema. Maybe even looking to try and get someone like a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, which now that I look at it, 155k for Aubameyang would have been a good shout. We'll have to wait and see. We'll wait and see. Tomorrow's episode is not going to be a road to glory. I am going to be starting a new series if everything goes according to plan in the next hour. So look forward to that. I'm not going to like replace the road to glory, but Tuesdays is a very difficult day for me to get a road to glory out for you guys. So instead I'm going to replace it with a new series. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you enjoyed this episode, do me a huge favor and smack the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you very much for watching. And until the next time, goodbye.